is Raymond James Stadium in Tampa Bay. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And we're off from Tampa. On the return, here comes Cameron Johnson. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy of midfield to start this drive.
49-yard line.
Special teams always play an important role in ball games, and it does right here from the jump. That's going to give the offense terrific field position for this opening drive.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Run, 180.
Coming out throwing is Baker. First play of the game, and already an incredible catch. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Real.
First down, here's Baker. Line quick there, and they bring it to the turf. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
And they don't get any help on this second down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
And this is going to get them all the way to the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line.
Complete to Mike Evans.
We keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
13-yard line.
Irving here from the gun. He'll make his way through for a pick of a 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Baker now from the gun. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
On 3rd and 2, here's Mayfield. And he finds him in the end zone for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers finish up an excellent opening series. Mike Evans with the touchdown. Well, we all know, Brock, you want your players to get better as the game goes on and as they settle into a contest. But, man, it is tough to imagine this guy getting any better than he was on that opening drive, huh?
Yeah, you hear me all the time just talk about getting the quarterback in the rhythm, right? Just feel of the game. Yeah, you can't be much better than that. A perfect 5 for 5 and finish it off for 6. That is a sweet feeling heading to the sidelines.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Set to return it. Here's Will Shipley. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
Their own 25-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. Just in a hurry up here.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
15 yards. And an Eagles first down.
Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards.
Good.
initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
King, field king. Great, snap.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. His first throw is an interception. Jamel D makes the play. And the Buccaneers take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Certainly happy to have you along. Chase McLaughlin has it on the tee, and off we go here in Tampa. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready.
Two of the throw right away. Got an open man. It's Washington. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
Washington. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they stopped him behind the line. Yaya Diaby got in there behind the line and dropped him for a loss on the play.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
From midfield, here's Tua. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 37. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Dolphins.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. A give, running right, Achane. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A good comeback there after the penalty. 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6. Play action, now it's Tua. They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Coming in to put a lick on it was Levante David.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Watson, Oscar. Hey, Watson, Oscar. Watson, Oscar. It's safe. Go ahead.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. So a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
Well, the good thing is, still first quarter, and they didn't come out of it with points. In a sense, they can look at it positively and say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up Sackett.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a 1st down now, playing behind the sticks.
Pressure coming, and they got it once again. Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks.
Well, it's apparent that these guys are getting after it right from the opening kickoff. They roll right downfield and score on their first possession. And here on defense, back-to-back sacks. Someone is ready to play.
He's getting a man complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle. But they allow the conversion. Well, the big play pushes them all the way out to the 40 now for 1st down. Baker going to give it to Irvin. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
40-yard line.
Second and 10.
Alert, alert. 180. Ping.
Now Mayfield. Will find his rookie wideout from Ohio State here. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
This is caught by Evans. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
180! Start!
Mayfield. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Good call there on first down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Now he's going to step up and run. And Mayfield will have a first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. A run up the middle with Irving. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Bucky Irving as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Dolphins 3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Hassan Reddick. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Jason Sanders.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Irving. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 on second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Hurry, hurry! 1-8, regular. What's that?
Mayfield looks to throw. And this is caught by Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence. The big plays are out there.
Open middle is Ibuka. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory, down at the 33. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Run, run, run. Good. Up, up. 180. Hurry. Kings, Kings, Kings.
Here's Mayfield. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Kenneth Grant in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
Hey, alert 33. Good. Pistol, pistol, pistol. What's up?
Throwing, Mayfield. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
Kings, Kings, Kings. What's up?
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Aaron this one after Evans. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
Their 49-yard line.
Number 1, high. High, high, high. Ready.
Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
Loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 11.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Corner, long, long. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take over here up near the 40.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Airing this one out for Evans. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Corner right. Good. Pistol. 180. What's up?
Mayfield down. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from Tampa. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
At the 35-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Hey, alert 33. Up. Kings.
To throw, Mayfield. And it's taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
That's another Buccaneers first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
180!
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
The previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
Alert! 180!
He'll drop to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Mayfield showing he can be fleet of foot, picking up the first down.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Baker Mayfield, an 80-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are on the board first here this afternoon.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits were on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback. And they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's going to be rimmed out of bounds down inside the 25. It's a big run there by Henry. 43 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Henry. Brought down at the 20. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Jackson going to shift him around.
At the 20-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8. takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Jackson now. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And now the Bucs decided to take a timeout defensively.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Jackson and the rest of the offense staying put. They will go for it on fourth. Now it's Jackson. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football, as they'll start with a 1st and 10 at their own 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Mayfield on play action. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. He's got room past the 30. Has some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. And this one caught downfield by Evans. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
2 more yards.
A good pickup there, 22.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
A first carry for Rashad White. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
At the Ravens' 25-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. John Jenkins in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. He'll look to throw. Evans has it left side. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to about the 19.
It's 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And this one is right through. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then bring that ball back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Raven first down.
Here's Jackson to throw. And we'll go right back to Andrews. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Henry out of the pistol. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun, it's Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Now Mayfield. Now he's going to step up and run. And Mayfield will have a first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
Gain of 11.
The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Good. Up, 180. Run. What's up?
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
A gain of 17 yards. That's another Buccaneers first down.
Baker changing the play at the line.
The 37-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Simon's got him in. That's Evans. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more. They want to establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
At the 36-yard line.
Jackson. This one complete to his fullback, Allen Mayfield. Complete to cover the gain of 6 on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Here's Jackson. They're looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And it's a quick 6. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TD. McLaughlin for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Buccaneers 17, Ravens 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football. And this will be caught at the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards.
A gain of 42 yards on the play. 1st down, Ravens.
To throw is Jackson. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And he's out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 14
Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
1st down. 1st and goal. At the 10-yard line.
Hey, report. Report.
Jackson. The quick slant caught. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Report.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, loop back out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. An athletic hurdle that he displayed. Not a whole lot thereafter, but a nice game.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll get him a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
2nd and 1.
Mayfield looks to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, they have that one sniffed out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time I look at the repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Jackson. Rush coming in. He's taken down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Throwing is Jackson. This is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
A first down carry for Henry. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied.
17.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
It's a gain of 29.
They got 29 yards that time.
For a first down.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already. So he's not coming from a flat start.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Trenton Simpson, well, he just flew in there to drop him. Well, we've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
No gain
Here
on the
now,
play.
3rd
It's
down.
now 3rd down and long.
180!
From the gun, Mayfield. He'll try and do this himself. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. Here's Riley Dixon now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Hey, hey. Sit hot. 180. Sit hot.
Here's Jackson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good.
This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to pull on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 57 yards. And the Ravens strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth. They do tack on the extra point as well. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Buccaneers, 17.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
This is first and 10.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Good, start.
Here's Baker. That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, 65 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Well, this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's first and 10. Now Jackson. They're looking deep here for Flowers. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Here's first down. Mayfield. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is it just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
All three timeouts still at their disposal. Here's first and 10 now.
First and 10 at the 20.
Now Baker going to change it up. Straight ahead, it's Irvin. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go down.
Yeah, as they could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts
Third and 11.
as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. On third down, a run from White. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
22-yard line. A 4-yard gain. It's fourth down.
I can't believe what I'm watching. Why can't we score?
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good. And it'll be a... The home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because, remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.